Alright, so I'm going to make another quick video. This is going to be in addition to the Mystery Babylon video. Um, I wanted to explain and to show how the Iran nuclear deal plays into prophecy, considering the fact that it's Iran that is going to end up attacking Arabia. And I've expounded on that more in the Mystery Babylon video, so if you'd like, I would recommend going back to watch that video right now before you watch this one, or you can wait until afterwards, whichever you prefer. So this is Jeremiah 51, which is definitely talking about Mystery Babylon. If you just read Jeremiah 51 and then read Revelation 17, that'd be blatantly obvious to you. So I'm going to focus on verse 11 where it says, "Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings," plural, "of the Medes, for his devices against Babylon, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple," which is Jesus. Now the Medes, that's Medea. That nation, Medea, was ruled by Darius's grandfather, Darius, the leader of Persia in the book of Daniel. Darius overtook his grandfather and combined Medea and Persia into Medo-Persia, which became a massive empire that was then later conquered by Greece, led by Alexander the Great. That's talked about in Daniel chapter 8. So a parallel to this is in Isaiah 13, where it says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children." Again, this happened at the original taking of Babylon. This didn't. So there's dual prophecy here. But part of this was not fulfilled because it was in reference to Mystery Babylon. And if you go up in Isaiah 13, it says in verse 6, "Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand." So it's obvious that this is talking about the end of the world. And again, my Mystery Babylon video expounds way more on this, but Mystery Babylon is going to be destroyed right before Antichrist takes Jerusalem, very close to the time when Jesus Christ comes back. The Median Empire is right here. So Medea was mainly right here. At the height of Medea, this is the amount of land that Medea had. Persis was down here, which later became Persia. And Medea, so Medea was located right here. We've got Babylon between the Hiddekel, otherwise known as the Tigris, the Hiddekel, otherwise known as the Tigris, and then the Euphrates. This is also where ancient Mesopotamia was. I'm not sure if anybody watching this video has seen the Epic of Gilgamesh, read the Epic of Gilgamesh in high school, which talked about the Fertile Crescent, ancient Sumeria, Mesopotamia. Sumer is also known as Shinar. And in Revelation 17 it says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore," that's Mecca, Saudi Arabia, "and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. For God hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God should be fulfilled." So in Daniel 11, you've got the king of the north going against the king of the south. Same in Daniel chapter 8. This is the king and leader of Turkey going against the king and leader of Iran. And at the end of the world, they will join their kingdoms together. The leopard of Turkey, the bear of Iran, as well as the lion of Babylon, which would be Iraq. These three kingdoms will make up the beast's kingdom. And it says, just like it did in Jeremiah 51, that God has put it in their hearts to fulfill his will. In the hearts of the Medes. And right here you can see that Media had parts of Babylon, in Iraq, up into Turkey even, and over into Iran. The main focal point is up here and down here. It's Iran. Iran, otherwise known as. Zechariah 5 is very interesting. It says, Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. A cubit is the length from your elbow to the tip of your fingers. So it's anywhere from 19 to 22 inches. So a little over 1.5 feet. So this is a pretty big roll. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on the side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts. So yet again, it's God. God is the one behind it. He's the one that's putting it in their hearts to fulfill his will. And it shall enter into the house of the thief, that's Arabia, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. Allah just means God. So they're swearing by God, but they're actually worshiping the dragon and calling him God. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. That is a nuclear bomb that is going to explode, and then it's going to push out, and then it's going to suck it back in. It's going to devour the timber and the stones. Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, Lift up now thine eyes, and see what is this that goeth forth. And I said, What is it? And he said, This is an ephah that goeth forth. He said, Moreover, this is their resemblance through all the earth. And behold, there was lifted up a talent of lead, and this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephah. And he said, This is wickedness. And he cast it into the midst of the ephah, and he cast the weight of the lead upon the mouth thereof. Then lifted I up mine eyes, and looked, and behold, there came out 2 women, and the wind was in their wings, for they had wings like the wings of a stork, and they lifted up the ephah between the earth and the heaven. Now, I'm not going to pretend to understand what this middle part is, but I'm reading this to get to this point. Then said I to the angel that talked to me, Whither do these bear the ephah? And he said unto me, To build it an house in the land of Shinar, and it shall be established and set there upon her own base. So the nuclear bomb is going to have its own base in the land of Shinar. This nuclear bomb that's going to dwell and remain in the midst of those that swear falsely by the name of God, and will devour and consume the timber and the stones. So it's not just going to destroy it, it's going to consume it. It's going to overtake it, and consumption. It's going to turn it into nothing. So where is the land of Shinar? It's in Sumer. Sumer is Shinar. Mesopotamia. This is Shinar. Right here. So it has parts of Iraq, and it's got a little tiny bit of Iran in there too. So this is Sumeria, even though it says 6,000 years ago, which is kind of silly because there's not even a modern day historian, whether atheist or not, that would say that. I'm not sure why that says that, but right here, again, this is Babylon right here, and this is Sumer. Shinar. The Dark Hovine nuclear power plant being constructed and worked on in Iran, the focal point of this whole Iranian nuclear deal, is actually going to be made for the purpose of creating a nuclear bomb. The Dark Hovine nuclear power plant is in the land of Shinar. This nuclear bomb is going to be constructed and it's going to fly down here and land on Saudi Arabia. And that is how Mystery Babylon is going to be destroyed. We are witnessing the fulfillment of Zechariah chapter 5 in our lifetime. It's happening. Things are moving at an accelerated rate, and the end is coming. You got to get in that word, people. God bless.